Hi there. My name is Teddy Ruxpin. How are you today?
Welcome to WatchMojo Unearthed, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 conspiracy theories behind children's toys. Number 10. Nuclear fallout in the Cabbage Patch. Cabbage Patch Kids were all the rage during the 1980s.
Cabbage Patch Kids!
So what could possibly be sinister about these cute, cuddly, and adoptable boys and girls? Well, the enduring rumor was that the dolls' exaggerated facial designs were intended to mimic the effects of fallout after a nuclear war. Given that this topic was a persistent one for families throughout the decade, it sort of makes sense, but in reality, the Cabbage Patch creator Xavier Roberts had no such intention when he created the dolls in the late 70s. Number 9. Spider eggs inside Beanie Babies. It always pays to check and double-check any questionable source on the internet. Case in point, this 2014 article from Clickhole that was intended as satire, yet still was seen as fact by people around the world. The article claimed that Beanie Babies were actually filled with eggs from the brown recluse spider, eggs that were due to hatch 20 years after the toys first found fame in the 1990s. This is not true, since first, spider eggs don't take 20 years to hatch, and second, of course it's not true. Number 8. Minions with dirty mouths. It's not out of the ordinary for talking toys to sound a bit, well, off once their batteries start to wind down. In the case of our next entry, however, it's more of a he said, Minion said sort of deal. Tiny replica Minion dolls from the Despicable Me franchise were being given away as a promotional toy with McDonald's line of Happy Meals. These toys even chattered in that adorable language known as Minionese. One parent wasn't exactly thrilled with the toys, however, claiming one dropped the Queen Mother of Dirty Words in front of his child.
I still don't hear it.
Number 7. Polybius. Today, video games are big business and a staple within households around the world. There was a time in the 1970s and 80s, however, where the industry still possessed something of a seedy reputation, especially when it came to arcades. They were often seen as places that could serve as a front for illegal activities, so it makes sense that this was where the legend of Polybius was first introduced. It was around the year 2000 when the story of a black arcade cabinet started making the rounds, one that was used by the 1980s government to spy on and collect data from kids in dingy arcades. Some even swear to have seen Polybius in the flesh, although certified proof remains to be seen. Number 6. Wheelchair Becky. Okay, so Barbie has never been perfect when it comes to cultural sensitivity, but let's get one thing straight. Mattel never named their doll's friend Wheelchair Becky. Yes, it's true that the toy giant gave Barbie a friend named Becky and she was in a wheelchair, but that's where the similarities between legend and fact end. The doll was actually named Share a Smile Becky, and that was never changed from anything insensitive. The intention was actually to present Barbie's world as more diverse, with the Becky doll even coming packaged with an invitation for kids to join a youth organization titled Winners on Wheels. Number 5. Cancerous Pokemon. The term ZBTB7 refers to a gene that was discovered in 2005 by the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, one that theoretically may serve as a home base of sorts for cancer cells. The original acronym for the gene was POK erythroid myeloid ontogenic factor, or Pokemon. That is, until the Pokemon Company got wind of the discovery and threatened to sue, should the name not be changed to something else.
You could put Pokemon power in your pocket.
Gotta catch 'em all!
Number 4. Pricey Beanie Babies. Collecting and reselling antiques can be a fun way to make a little extra money. A lot of people sell secondhand clothes, vinyl records, or even VHS tapes for cold hard cash, with some rare pieces selling for quite a bit of money. Unfortunately, just because something is old doesn't mean that it's worth anything. And this is definitely the case with the most 90s of collectibles, the Beanie Baby. Although it's true that certain specialized Beanie Babies can be valuable, such as the Princess Diana variant filled with PVC pellets, the lion's share of the rest are actually worth less than they were back in the day. Number 3. Raggedy Ann's Sinister Origins. There's just something innately comforting about a Raggedy Ann doll, especially for viewers of a certain age. Her sweet and innocent appeal is just sort of timeless, a nostalgic look back to a simpler time. However, does Raggedy Ann have a somewhat sinister origin story? Well, not really. The urban legend is that the doll's creator, Johnny Gruel, designed the doll in response to his daughter's passing as a result of a vaccination-related illness. This is partially true in that the latter did happen, but Grohl had already filed the patent for his Raggedy Ann doll prior to his daughter's demise. Number 2. Satanic Teddy. Remember when we mentioned earlier how toys sound kind of creepy when their batteries die? Well, that definitely applies to this hit talking bear from the 80s, Teddy Ruxpin.
Hi there. My name is Teddy Ruxpin. How are you today?
The conspiracy theory behind this toy goes a little further, however, in that some actually believed that this teddy could be possessed by the devil. It's here where Teddy Ruxpin comes in, as the bear's cassette mechanism could read just about anything, not just the sweet little stories that were found in the packaging. Wait, did that one just blink? Number 1. Spy Furbies. If Teddy Ruxpin was possessed by Satan, then these toys have something even more sinister lurking behind their eyes. For years, stories have swirled surrounding the spying and security potential for toys such as Elf on the Shelf, Hello Barbie, and most infamously, the Furby. The National Security Agency once even labeled these cute, harmless toys as a potential security risk, based upon their ability to adapt and learn the English language over time. This combined with Hello Barbie's potentially unsafe Wi-Fi connection and the Elf on the Shelf's NSA snitch reputation means that we may just never look at our toys the same way again.
More Furbies, more fun.